Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Skyrim Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Halloween Tarot Fortune Teller Hats and Pets mod, which is being released by user Adventurer1111. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is some fun new Halloween themed items for you to play around with, as well as 2 fun Halloween themed pets. And of course, and I think probably my favorite part, an actual fortune-telling mechanic. It's pretty simplistic, but I very much have enjoyed it. And being the Halloween season, I think it's a great fun little thing to throw into the game. So let's take a look at what all we do get here, and to start, you're gonna have to actually find all of this in the world, and it's pretty simple, and a lot of you probably already know where we are, as we are just on the outskirts of Dawnstar, where you will find a small little encampment with 2 sisters in it, Arwina and Chelchi, and those are the 2 new NPCs that allow most of this to actually happen. Now, specifically, we're just sort of on this southwestern bit along the main road, just out there from Dawnstar. As you can see, main road heading into town there, and we got our little encampment with our 2 lovely new friends and a few of the scattered Halloween items that we can actually take here for free if you don't want to buy them. Now, as for the NPCs here, Arwina is going to be your fortune teller, and we'll get to her probably at the last bit because it's a little bit more involved. And Chelchi here is a merchant, and she's who you're gonna go to buy any of the Halloween items, such as the various pumpkins and other assorted decorations, and even some fun little costume hats. Again, we'll get to that in a moment. What I want to look at first is the pets. Now, we get 2 new pets being added into this, and they are also here in Dawnstar, just outside of the Wind Peak Inn. So quite easy to find these 2. And as you can see, they're just sort of chilling back behind the inn. And we have Creepy Crawly here, which is a fire spider who is weird looking, makes some strange noises, and is kind of see-through, which I like. He's, I mean, some sort of ghostly spider then, I guess. And after our fun Creepy Crawly here, we have Finis, who is a death hound. And who wouldn't love a death hound rolling around Skyrim with them? I mean, come on, just look at his terrifying face. It's horrifying. Look at all those teeth. They're just everywhere. And yes, they are just 2 simple pet-style companions, using basically like the dog AI, and to actually get them to follow you, it is as simple as going to chat with them, and then they are now your companion, and you can roll around the world with them, and have them join you in fights and whatnot. And there we go, we have ourselves a Death Hound pet now, which is, again, terrifying. I actually think I may like Creepy Crawly here a bit more, just because of it's kind of see-through, and I don't know, but I like that. I like that. The whole Halloween vibe here, some sort of fire spider ghost thing. Kinda cool. Kinda cool. So let's move on from these 2 over to the encampment and take a look at the decorations and the costume items we have. Now, like I said, you gotta go talk to Chelchi here, and I'm definitely not saying that name right, I assume. And she is just a simple vendor, so ask her what she's got for sale, and she's got an assortment of items, both things added from the mod, as well as just some generic things for you to buy from her, and of course is a vendor that you can sell stuff to. Now, as for the modded items, let's talk about the decorations first, and we get 5 things here. 3 of them are pumpkins, which you can see right here with pumpkin 1, 2, and 3. Now, they're just sort of slightly different styles of pumpkin, pretty cheap to buy, and they are actually a food item that'll restore 1 point of health, but, you know, you can also use them as a decoration. They are jack-o'-lanterns after all. We also get a crystal ball, which is very expensive, by far the priciest of the things here in her shop, and is just a nice little clutter object you can put around in the world. And then we also do have the monster doll. Not very expensive, fairly cheap little item, and yeah, it's just a weird little monster doll for you to enjoy. Now, again, they're all just sort of random little things, but, you know, fun to have. I think my favorite are the pumpkins, because, well, it's Halloween. Who doesn't want a nice little jack-o'-lantern around? And, you know, they're cheap, so easy to get a hold of here. Now, as for the costume items, we've got 3 things. The first being the pumpkin head helmet, which is actually pretty impressive heavy armor with 25 points of armor with a weight of 11. Now, we then also have the witch's hat. Both of them, either which you go with a red one or a blue one, will provide you with a surprising 25 armor with a weight of 2, and they are considered light armor. And yeah, are just fun little hats. They don't quite match with the Skyrim aesthetic of things and have a very oddly smooth texture. Same thing with the pumpkin head here, but it's just a fun, weird little thing to have for Halloween. So let's actually buy those real quick so we can show them off on our person because, well, I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to wear a pumpkin helmet? So yeah, let's pop those on real quick. And I'm just kind of amused that by the fact that the pumpkin head is heavy armor, and again, providing a surprisingly large amount of said heavy armor. And as you can see here, well, it sometimes goes over other things, which actually I'm just now realizing my hat there doesn't take up a normal slot. So let's just have the pumpkin head there. And yeah, we're wearing a pumpkin head, which, as you can tell, doesn't mesh with all other clothing. You can see through our neck, which is awkward. So if you are wanting to wear this and not look like the Headless Horseman, you're gonna want to wear some sort of clothing or armor that actually has a neckline and not a deep V like apparently my guy is wearing here. Now let's also pop on the witch's hat. I think my personal favorite is the red of the two of these, but again, both, you know, having the same thing. Just whether you want to go with red or blue for your aesthetic is, again, light armor. And, oh, I actually hadn't realized this. The pumpkin and the witch's hat can go on at the same time. Nice. Let's just take that pumpkin head off there real quick. Lovely. Perfect. We have a witch's hat. Again, I mean, it's a little bit awkward. It kind of sits a little high on the head, but it amuses me, and it's just a weird, fun little Halloween mod, so meh. And quite frankly, my favorite part of this is the part we're going to talk about next here in a sec, and that's the fortune telling. But yeah, just some weird little costume items for you to play with. But let's, you know what, we'll keep it on, but we'll go back to first person, because, now, as for the fortune telling mechanic, there's actually 2 things for you to do here. And like I mentioned, you gotta have a little chat with Arwina here and tell her that you've come to, you know, have your fortune told.
You have come to this
She'll go on with her little sentence here, which sadly you can't skip, but there we go. We'll let her finish her sentence here.
Spirits first. What do you seek?
Excellent. So she's going to consult the spirits, and we can either get a tarot card reading or an answer to a yes or no question. This is the weird one. The tarot card one I actually really like. I think it's pretty cool. The yes or no, literally, you just, to yourself, IRL, ask a yes or no question. And Arwina will then tell you yes or no. So let's just click it now.
This one will think on the question this one wants answered. Remember, the spirits are only right sometimes. The answer is up to you.
So like normal fortune telling.
Ready?
Yeah. I am ready. Let's do this. I've got my question in mind. Is it gonna be a yes or a no? Let's find out.
Spirits have spoken, and the answer is yes.
Wonderful.
All signs point to yes. It is decidedly so.
Cool. So yeah, it's a real weird thing. I just ask yourself a question. It's gonna be yes or no. 50-50 chance. It amuses me. And you can of course go to ask her again. And it's yeah, it would just keep on going.
When you are ready.
I'm ready.
The spirits have spoken and the answer is no.
Oh, we got a no that time.
All signs are very doubtful and point to no for this one.
Well, that's unfortunate because I didn't even have a question that time, but never mind.
May the spirits watch over this one.
Yeah, that one's just weird.
One in their travels.
That one's just weird. But now to my favorite thing, the tarot card reading, which I think is my favorite bit here. It's kind of cool. Yes. You gotta consult with the spirits, blah, blah, blah. Wish I could click through this, but I can't.
What do you seek?
I seek, Arwina, a tarot card. So yes, I would like my cards read.
This one will shuffle the cards for the past, left, and then for the future, middle, and lastly, future outcome. Remember, the future is up to you.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Much like this whole fortune-telling thing is all just whatever we want it to be. And there we go. We're now loading into a new scene where we actually get a tarot card reading. This is cool. So there we go. The Dragonborn needs to start a new life and find purpose after this one passes their own judgment of their past actions. Only you can judge you. We got the judgment card. All right, okay. What's the middle one? Ooh, the Hierophant. The Dragonborn is reminded by the Hierophant to always do the right thing and choose the moral path. Do not steal the sweet roll. This one should always have a strong, smart team of helpers. And if we go for one more there, the Emperor. Lovely. The Emperor speaks to the Dragonborn. This one needs to look at things for stability and efficiency. Take charge, Dragonborn. Yay! My favorite part, the tarot card reading. It's just, I like it. It's a simple little thing, but it's cool. Thank you, Arwina. Thank you. And yeah, that's just a fun little mechanic. I kind of wish it was like actually interacting out here and we weren't loaded into a weird alternate scene. But you know what? It's just still a cool little thing. Completely gimmicky, but you know, fun. And that's what it's all about. So yes, it's just a weird little mod adding in some nice little decorative pumpkins that you can also eat, a crystal ball, a weird creepy little doll, some weird hats and helmets, and of course some animals and fortune telling. So if you'd like to have a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that's going to be it for this today. Hopefully you've all enjoyed and you come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one. Now me and Finnis are going to go and get into some trouble. Later, folks!